Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
Wonderful to see all these people showing up. Desiree, Ugo, Kata, what do you think?
Amazing. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, so nice to see so many people from all over the world. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it is really nice. We, as more of us come on the spotlight, we are the co-hosts for this GERI Gala, our year-end celebration. My name is Cynthia Bricks.
And I am William Keepin, and we are the co-founders and co-directors of Gender Equity and Reconciliation International, which we fondly call a GERI.
And we're right now in Sedona, Arizona, here with this beautiful photo behind us. So we're calling in from Sedona.
Wonderful. Hello, everyone. I'm Desiree English, GERI Director of Training, and I'm joining you from Cape Town in South Africa.
And hello, everyone. I'm Garrett Evans, trainer and international program officer, also calling in from Cape Town, South Africa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sylvia Araya, and I am a trainer and lead for Latin America. I'm originally from Costa Rica, but right now living in California, United States.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hugo Sanchez, GERI trainer and co-lead of the Latin America and Spain GERI. I am originally from Venezuela and currently live in New Jersey in the United States.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cara Salter, GERI intern facilitator, and I'm calling from Perth, Australia.
We have a wonderful program for you today with people from GERI, all over the world, GERI community sharing stories and experiences from workshops and trainings, as well as music and dance performances. But before that, we want to thank Garrett for facilitating the tech today. And also Andrea Marta, who's providing Spanish interpretation. Welcome to all of our Spanish speakers. And not but not least, we also want to thank the support team because we need to have support behind the scenes as well. Marco Cañizales Ramirez and Annette Williams, who are assisting with the Zoom chat today. So if you have questions, please send a chat to Annette and she will do her best to answer them.
And lastly, we have giveaways, so stay with us, that you'll have a chance to win later in the program. We're grateful to those who have donated the prizes of online sessions, including a numerology reading from Sylvia Araya Fisher and a yoga lesson from Hugo Sanchez, a trauma release exercise session from Desiree English, and a 30-minute astrology reading with Annette Williams. We also have two book giveaways. One is the GERI book, Gender Equity and Reconciliation, 30 Years of Healing the Most Ancient Wound in the Human Family. And the other book is Hollow Movement, the Hollow Movement, Embracing Our Collective Purpose to Unite Humanity. Thank you, everyone who has donated these amazing gifts. Thank you.
Thank you, Cara. Thank you, Sylvia, and everyone. We're now going to shift gears, and we want to take a moment to just come more fully, all of us, into this time together, into just opening invocation. So taking a breath. Let's all just take a breath and become present, become settled here where we are right now, entering into this sacred time together. Then we'll have, Will and I will lead a little invocation, and then Desiree is going to invite some of our GERI facilitators to join in the lighting of our candles. And then we'll close. Who will we close with? The invocation?
The invocation, we're going to close with Tuli Mbete offering an African praise prayer.
Yeah, so be prepared. Prepare your hearts to welcome all this in and everything that is coming. So just, we invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze, whatever feels comfortable.
And in this program and in all of our programs, GERI draws on the major spiritual traditions of the world, and we consciously invoke higher powers of divine love and divine grace, because we know these spiritual forces are absolutely essential for the deep transformation that is required to create beloved community in the world. So let's just take a moment and move into silence. And we gather in the silence that is far beyond the absence of noise, but is the presence of the eternal, the presence of the one who is beyond all names, yet comes by whatever name we invoke, and is ever present to each one of us in the depths of our hearts. And in this silence burns a flame of love in the depths of the heart. So just feeling that flame of love in your own heart right now. And as you breathe in, feeling your own breath, fanning that flame of love. And if you don't quite feel the flame, just think of someone you love. Someone, when they come to mind, you immediately feel this love for that person. And then just breathing in and allowing that breath to fan that flame of love and send the warmth and light of that love out to this person. And now continuing with that fanning of the flame of love in your own heart, breathing in, feeling it growing hotter and brighter. And on the out breath, just extending that love to everyone on this Zoom call. Feeling the light and the warmth of the GERI community. And then on the next out breath, extending it to the entire GERI community across the globe. And finally, on the in-breath, again, fanning that flame of love in your heart. And on the out-breath, sending it to all of humanity and to all beings everywhere. May they all dwell in peace. May they all be healed. May they all be living in the one beloved as we were all intended to live. Thank you.
May it be so. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Will and Cynthia. I now invite Annette, Ignacio, Joyce, and Mangesh to please join me on the screen. And as they do so, I am going to be lighting each of these candles, and they will be speaking specific words of healing and reconciliation, symbolizing the healing symbolized by that candle, just as we do, as many of you know, in all the workshops and courses that we do. Today, however, very special. This will be done in 4 different languages: in English, in Spanish, in Swahili, and in Hindi. Welcome, everyone. Annette, we will begin with the first candle.
We light this candle for the healing between women and men.
Encendemos esta vela para la sanación entre mujeres y hombres.
Joyce, you are muted.
Sorry for that. Tunawakisha mshumaa huu wa ajili ya uponyaji kati ya viumbe vyote, kati ya wanawake na wanaume.
हम महिला और पुरुष के संबंधों के सुधार के लिए ये मोमबत्ती जलाते हैं।
We light this candle for the healing between men and men.
Encendemos esta vela para la sanación entre hombres y hombres. Joyce.
Tunawakisha mshumaa huu kwa ajili ya uponyaji kati ya wanaume na wanaume.
हम पुरुषों और पुरुषों के बीच के संबंधों को सुधारने और घावों को भरने के लिए ये मोमबत्ती जलाते हैं।
And we light this candle for the healing between women and women.
Encendemos esta vela para la sanación entre mujeres y mujeres.
Tunawakisha mshumaa huu wa uponyaji kati ya wanawake na wanawake.
हम महिलाओं के बीच आपसी संबंधों को सुधारने और घावों को भरने के लिए यह मोमबत्ती जलाते हैं।
We light this candle for the healing between all genders.
Encendemos esta vela para la sanación entre todos los géneros.
Tunawakisha mshumaa huu kwa uponyaji wa watu wa jinsia zote.
हम सभी लिंगों के बीच सुधार और मेल मिलाप के लिए ये मोमबत्ती जलाते हैं।
And we light this candle for healing between all beings and the earth.
Encendemos esta vela para la sanación entre todos los seres sintientes y la tierra.
Tunawakisha mshumaa huu wa uponyaji wa viumbe vyote duniani.
हम सभी प्राणियों और पृथ्वी के बीच सामंजस्य स्थापित करने के लिए ये मोमबत्ती जलाते हैं। Thank you.
Let us now take a moment of silence as we hold these prayers for the healing and peace in the world. Thank you. We will keep these candles lit for the entire duration of our wonderful time together. And now we want to welcome Tuli Mbete from Cape Town in South Africa to offer the African Praise Prayer.
Thank you, Tess. Good day, good evening, and good morning, everyone from different corners of our beautiful earth. I'm going to invite each of you, wherever you are in the world, just to take a deep breath and ground yourself, your feet, and join me in this moment of prayer as we balance our healing in harmony. We gather in the circle of life where the sky kisses the earth and the ancestors whisper through the wind. I call upon the winds of the earth, of the east, spirit of dawn, of new beginnings. Breathe life into our vision today. I call upon the fire of the south, the flame that purifies and empowers, ignite our passion for justice and our courage of love, to love truthfully. I call upon the waters of the west, the gentle mothers of the rivers and seas, wash away the pain of separation, and teach us tenderness once more. I call upon the earth of the north, our mothers, the naturer, hold us steady in your ancient arms and remind us that we belong to one another. We honor the ancestors, those who walked before us in every land, whose prayers became the soil beneath our feet. We honor the grandmothers, keepers of the sacred fire, and the grandfathers, guiders of wisdom and protection. May the love guide us tonight and their strength surround the global circle. Today, we gather as one men and women, elders and youth, souls from every direction, united by a longing for healing, truth, and reconciliation. May the divine feminine rise in grace, and may the divine masculine bow in reverence. May they meet as equals in harmony, in wholeness, and love. Spirit of Ubuntu, breathing through the space across the world, remind us that I am because we are. That your joy is my joy, your freedom is my freedom, your healing is my healing. May this gathering be a sacred drumbeat and rhythm of reconciliation, a song for our children, a prayer for our planet as we walk this journey of love and balance. May our words be blessings, our hearts be open, and our spirits remember, and that we never be alone. And so it is. Ashe. Amen. Tamako. Thank you, dear family across the world. May we carry this energy of healing, peace, and unity through every screen, every word, and every heart we touch tonight. May our gathering be filled with wisdom, laughter, and love. For where love is present, the ancestors rejoice. Ashe.
Thank you, Tuli. Oh,
Thank you, Tuli. And let's just take a moment to close our eyes and receive the power of that African praise prayer. Allow it to empower our hearts with that fire of love. And just reflect for a moment now, because we are gathered here with people from all over the world, from Africa, from India, from Latin America, Australia,
North America,
Europe. So
Australia.
let us weave the love in our hearts into a network of light, which we call, in GERI, we call it the internet of the heart. And just imagine now that this internet of the heart, which has just been charged by Tuli's beautiful prayer, is glowing and holding the whole human family and our sacred planetary home in its sacred embrace. And may that sphere of divine love continue to grow stronger and more powerful and fulfill the transformation of humanity that we all hold dearly in our hearts. May it indeed be so.
May it be so. Thank you, Tuli. Matuli.
Thank you, Tuli.
Yes. Be well. And we will hopefully hear from Tuli in a little bit again later in the program. So she's one of our GERI facilitators. So thank you. We are just really blessed to have all of you here. And GERI happens because of you. This community is because you are here. So we just are so grateful. We would like to invite up now on the screen Suzanne Lerner, one of our longtime friends and supporters. Suzanne, hello.
Hello, Suzanne. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone from Southern California.
Yeah, I see the sunshine back there. That's great.
Oh my God, Telly, could we get that? I would love to have that prayer.
Yeah, it's recorded right now. So here we got it. And Suzanne, you have links to South Africa. So, through Michael. Suzanne is the co-founder of Michael Stars Fashion in California and an activist and a huge supporter of equity and gender rights and all intersectional rights. So, Suzanne, we're just so grateful to have you here.
Deeply honored to welcome you.
I also just want to uplift you as being a powerful woman in leadership, and you do a lot for mentoring women in leadership. So we're really happy to have that support as well. So Suzanne, just want to turn it over to you for a few comments or reflections or empowerments to our community from your heart.
I'm just so humbled to be in the presence of all of you who do the work. this work of spirituality, and I think we've mentioned before, this transformative work. It is transformative. I've not seen work like this ever that brings men and women together. To me, GERI represents equality for men, for women, for non-binary people, for the world, for humankind. And you have to understand how important your work is. I know sometimes it's a struggle, but I think once you appreciate the work that you see in people, the changes that you see in people, it is the most valuable. You're just so valuable. So it's good to see it so international. We met about almost 20 years ago, I think, right around this time of year at a Christmas party at a mutual friend's house. And I've been changed from this work. I need to do the work myself. I'm too busy working, but I will get there. I will get there. And I love what Will said about igniting the flames in our heart. That is really what we're doing. And that internet of the heart for all of us to know we're all the same, no matter who we are, what we look like, who we love, we're all the same. So thank you so much. And it's nice to see some of you people that I've met a long time ago. Garrett and other people, Sylvia. So
Yeah,
thank you
it's
so much.
great.
Thank you for allowing me to participate.
Thank you for being here,
Thank you,
Suzanne, and
Suzanne.
thank you so much gratitude for your continued support. And we want to also just give a shout out to all our supporters who we're so grateful for, who we can't do this work without your support, monetarily in particular. And so here's a list of those folks who are doing that work with us.
So there's many beloved souls who have basically stepped forward to make this work possible. And this is the list of people, including past funders, who helped to build this Internet of the Heart beloved community across the globe. So a deep, deep prayer to all of our supporters and gratitude for making this work possible and continuing to provide the fuel that grows it further.
That's right. And just one quick piece to say, monetary support, money of all currencies is energy. And so we need to just be empowered and love all the support we get, whether it's in service, in the ways that we show up, or if it's in monetary support. Whatever support can be given is always deeply welcomed, and we're very thankful for.
And we hold the view that money is the visible sign of an invisible divine force, as Sri Aurobindo expressed it. And so we receive the money in that spirit, and we dispense it according to that spirit
We
as
are
best we're
stewards
able.
for it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Suzanne. Woo! And
Suzanne.
we're going to move now to our leadership team. Do we have a slide of the leadership team that we can pull up? Here we go. Garrett, you are so on it. So these are our beloveds. We meet every Monday and we talk about our project areas. We first spend 30 minutes talking personally because we love each other so much. And then we spend the remaining time talking about our projects and finding ways to support. We're going to bring up 3 of our team leaders who are going to share about our project areas. So over to our team leaders. I threw a curveball and Garrett there. Here we go. We've got Lucille, and we are going to have Tristan, and we have Myra. So Lucille, please go ahead and start off.
Thank you, Cynthia, and hello, everyone. Molweni nonke. It is beautiful to be here. So I'm going to briefly speak about one of our programs, and it is currently called Women and Men, Healing the Divide. Previously, you may have heard it as our Me Too to We Together program. Now, what this is, it's a 3-day experience where men and women and people of all genders come together and engage in a process of deep storytelling about gender, about sexuality. And what happens during those 3 days is that the other participants engage in a process of what we now call in South Africa heart-based listening and deep witnessing. So when the women shared their gender experiences about their wounding, their vulnerabilities, their shame, the men are invited to drop into the space of the heart and witness the women deeply. And when the men share about their shame and their wounding and their vulnerabilities and their acts of aggression, the women are invited to drop into the space of the heart and listen deeply. And through this process of deep and heart-based listening and witnessing, the magic happens. Because what develops is a process of mutual empathy, mutual understanding. And in my view, the fires of the heart gets lit when we listen to people from the source of their wounding. Mm-hmm. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., and I'm paraphrasing him, says that oppression and injustice can never be transformed unless it is brought in the open and we bring the love of community and the love of our hearts. That's when this wounding begins to transform. The process is experiential. There is sharing of deep wounding, but there is joy, and there is sisterhood and brotherhood and Ubuntu that is present. This program we're running across the world. We have public workshops regularly in South Africa. We have them in Latin America. We have them in Australia. This is really what I feel epitomizes the heart of this work. Briefly, I'll say what keeps me engaged. When I went to my first 3-day workshop, I knew this is about deep transformation. This is about me connecting with others through the space of the heart. And I'm engaged in the work now for over 12 years. And it's because I've done other transformative work. And this really is the deepest I have seen. So that, my friends, is our Women and Men Healing the Divine program. Thank you. I think I'm handing to Tristan or Myra.
Thank you so much, Lucille. So hello, I'm South Africa, and I am the project lead for the LGBTQ plus GERI program. And so the healing across the gender spectrum is a specialized application of the GERI methodology structured to embrace the full dynamic of the gender spectrum. And the GERI LGBTQ plus program really creates a safe enough space to address and skillfully confront present and historic injustice, oppression, and gender wounding of the LGBTQ plus community, and really exploring this emerging aspect of gender healing. The program is geared towards those who identify as queer, transgender, gender nonconforming, or otherwise part of the LGBTQ plus community, including our allies and all those interested to explore these expanding gender identities and expressions. And what I love about this to what GERI call the twin powers of truth and love. that I can be in communion of their sexual orientation or their gender identity. When we sit in circle, we also feel this Ubuntu philosophy, which Tuli and Lucille so beautifully named. I am because we are. We are able to see one another through that lens. And of course, Thich Nhat Hanh's practice of interbeing, this deep interconnection that we are all people and beings living extraordinary lives, but our experiences is what brings us together. And so that, my friends, is what keeps calling me back to the work. So I'm delighted to be part of this work, and it's just been such a blessing to see this work expanding throughout the world. And of course, as with all our programs, it is accessible online and in person as well. Thank you. I'll hand over to Myra.
Thank you, Tristan, and hello, friends. I send my warm holiday greetings to all of you from here in the United States, hoping they reach you in every one of your countries and places. Again, my name is Myra Kynes, and I serve as GERI Lead in BIPOC and Intersectionality Initiatives. I want to take this opportunity to explain why intersectionality is a deliberate and essential aspect of our work. Afterwards, I've invited one of our BIPOC, which stands for Black, Indigenous, People of Color, facilitator team members to briefly share more about the BIPOC experience and one of the trainings that we had in 2025. I was first introduced to GERI in 2018, brought into this important work by a colleague from my faith community. You see, I am a minister, a clergywoman. In addition to my ministry, I am a Black woman, a mother to Black daughters and sons, a survivor of sexual assault, cancer, and many challenges that are too numerous to share on this occasion. When I began with GERI in 2018, I was engaged in a project focusing on the question, are houses of worship safe spaces compared to everyday spaces where people gather? I shared this about me as an introduction to illustrate some of my intersections. You see, I show up fully as I am. As GERI, we recognize that whenever any of us shows up, we bring our stories with us, whether we share them aloud or silently. Many of us were taught not to be present or present our authentic selves out of concern that it might not be in our best interest. Nevertheless, the entirety of who we are is present when we welcome a new day and when we say goodnight. It is this whole self that needs healing and that the world needs, especially in these times when healing is so needed. Intersectionality, a term first coined by American Kimberly Crenshaw, helps us to understand the multiple and overlapping identities that shape our experiences in this world. It's not just recognizing race, gender, or class in isolation, but appreciating how these identities interact and influence our perspectives, opportunities, and challenges. By centering intersectionality in our leadership, we strive to create environments where all aspects of our identities are valued and uplifted. This is at the heart of GERI. We see you, and we not only see you, but the divine in us greets the divine in you. And so we hope that you will take the opportunity, if you're not already family, to join us to become from friends to family in the GERI community. And as my sister Lucille mentioned, what brought her back was the transformation. I'll add on, what brings me back is the love. And so on that note, I will pass it to Sister Annette Williams, who is one of our lead facilitators for BIPOC. Annette?
Thank you. Thank you, Myra. That's briefly just the beauty and power of being in space with BIPOC individuals. Our experience as BIPOC, that intersection of gender and race, is unique. And although it's a unique experience as intersection, each of us have our stories. We each have a story. We each have multiple stories of how that intersection influences our walk in the world, the way we have to show up and be into two brains, and shift between identities to meet the world as the world meets us. So it is wonderful to be in a space where we can really relax, drop the guard, drop the performance of being, and just be ourselves with each other and share our stories and share our beauty and share our strengths and share the joys of our food and our music and this cultural ways in which we come together and enrich and uphold each other. So that is such a beautiful space to be in. It's so much heart and held so beautifully by Myra and the other facilitators, and I'm just immensely grateful. And my first experience of GERI was through BIPOC, was the first BIPOC workshop that was held. And I was, of course, blown away. My heart was busted wide open. And I was like, okay, more of this. I need more of this. And so always immensely grateful. Thank you.
So we are going, I think, Myra, can I introduce this? Yeah, you've got your mic off. So we are going to have a very short piece played right now of that was created, a song created in the BIPOC course this year. So listen up, just open your hearts and listen up.
We are brave, we are invincible, we are powerful, we are optimistic, we are colorful, we are proudly Black, Indigenous people of color. We come with rich histories and sacred memories. Our ancestors carried us on their backs. They sowed seeds of success for the generations to come. All their knowledge is locked inside us. Our spirits know, our hearts flow. With a melting pot of creativity and skills, we are who we are because they were who they were. We are brave, we are invincible, we are powerful, we are optimistic, we are colorful, we are proudly Black, Indigenous people of color. We are the new generation. We must preserve our teachers, honor our rituals, educate the world, and speak in our tongues. All of us are healing. All of us are waking up. All of us are worthy. All of us carry our own torch. We are brave, we are invincible, we are powerful, we are optimistic.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So
I can just add, this
Sure.
was written by one of our participants, Estelle Seister, and she gifted it to GERI BIPOC. And so if anyone wants to learn more about Estelle, she's an artist. I am happy to share that information later, or just send me a communication and I will share it. But it was a gift to us from Estelle. Thank you.
So we will share that with all of you at some point, either in this chat or later after we get offline. We want to also recognize real quickly just a flash of our mental health team. We have 320 trainees now, facilitators, certified facilitators, and we have a mental health team, which we're from around the world that support the work in case there's a need from anyone outside of the workshop once they've gone through a workshop. Thank you, Garrett. Now we're going to move into just a brief time of talking about our second Saturday circle. This is the second Saturday. And so here we are, every month it started this year, and we're excited because next month we have a group, one of our partnerships group, the Holo Movement, is going to come and present. I want to just touch in that in, I think it's February, we're going to have Becca Tarnas doing an astrological forecast for the year. We've got exciting things. We're going to have astronauts come on this next year. So get ready, Jerry. We're blasting off, okay? But right now, we want to invite a couple of our friends up who are going to be with us next month, just to give you a taste of what next month will be. For January 10th, that will be the second Saturday.
So it's a great joy to welcome Emmanuel Kunzelman and Laura Rose.
And they will just share briefly about next month and the Holo Movement. Hello, you two. We were just hiking in the Arizona vortexes. Yesterday, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Cynthia and Will. And hello to everyone in the GERI program. And greetings from the Holo Movement, where we embrace our collective purpose to unite humanity. And it's just such an honor and pleasure to be here and share this space with all of you and the beautiful transformational work you are all doing. So blessings to all of you. We honor your deep transformative work and are so inspired by it. And we look forward to joining with you again on January 10th, where we can take a deeper dive into the Holo movement and its recognition of undivided wholeness. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Cynthia and Will, for the wonderful work you're doing. And I'd like to pass it on to my wife and partner, where my love flame burns highly, Laura Rose. Laura?
Thank you. Blessings to all of you. I was so inspired by the beautiful talks from Annette, Myra, Tristan, and Lucille. Just magnificent. All of you are extraordinary. And you're right. We're putting our hands across the planet and bringing our souls and our hearts closer together and embracing one another with true passion, understanding, and love. And our work with Purpose Earth and our work with Holo Movement is so aligned with what we're doing. We look forward to being with you next month, and blessings to all. Thank you so much, Cynthia and Will. It was beautiful being with you in gorgeous Sedona, where I like the photo behind you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And you'll hear from Emmanuel and Laura in January about their magnificent movement, the Holo Movement, which is leading to a conference in Lisbon, Portugal at the end of May, to which you're all invited. So more about that. But thank you, Emmanuel and Laura. Such a joy to have you here today.
And some of our GERI team will be in Portugal at the Holo Movement. And also just gratitude for the support, monetary support, that the Holo Movement has provided for GERI to keep our work going. So
Deep gratitude.
thank you both and to all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear beloved community, we are going to move into a slideshow now and show you what this year has manifest, or womanifest, or they-a-fest, or we-a-fest. There you go.
It's a big festival. Whatever you call it, it's a big global festival.
I want to give gratitude, a shout out to Cara, who has worked a lot on this slideshow, and the one that opened us this morning, and also to Garrett. They were up doing the slides and the music, doing the tweaks while some of us slept. So let's sit back. We'll do a little narrative as we go through. And then we also have some testimonies in here where you're going to hear some readers who pop in and read parts of it. So gratitude to our readers as well, who are Patsy, Earl, Ugo, Sylvia. And so you'll hear their voices. All righty, here we go.
This training helped me remember who I am. It surrounded me with people who reflected my light when I couldn't see it and reminded me that transformation doesn't happen in isolation, but in the presence of love, connection, and courage.
We delivered over 30 full workshops and courses in 2025, engaging roughly 1,000 participants in spaces of healing, truth-telling, and reconciliation.
I joined the GERI workshop in Kisumu, not knowing what to expect. But the deeper we went, the lighter I became. Sharing my story helped me release my bitterness. I shared a story I had always kept to myself, and I could not hold back my tears. But the next day, when I shared with the rest of the group, I felt comfortable, relieved, free, and loved.
I felt accepted and not judged. The workshop created a safe space where I could experience respect and understanding between men and women, which was deeply healing. I was able to confront some of my issues on a deep emotional level and release very intense emotions, which was profoundly liberating.
We expanded GERI into many collaborations, including in Western Kenya, Prague, Czech Republic, Spain, South Africa, North America, and India.
I discovered the healing power of group work and felt the care through listening and the subtle connections we women and men shared. The process touched my heart with tenderness that disarms prejudices and deep fears. It is a gift to continue feeling at peace with myself and my history.
And there's the Holo movement in Seoul, South Korea, Bangalore, Pune, the training in South Africa,
Chrysalis Academy in Cape Town, father and sons working together doing the GERI work.
LGBTQ+.
Yay!
Storytelling moved me profoundly. Each participant shared with raw honesty, which opened something within me. What made this course truly special was its commitment to honoring each person's humanity. We were not reduced to mere theoretical constructs. We were invited to show up fully, messy, joyful, broken, and healing, and that, to me, is the essence of meaningful learning. This course doesn't just teach me, it changes me with profound gratitude. And I carry that with profound gratitude.
Community of Walnut Creek in California.
Feel more open-hearted towards men because I saw how beautifully the men in this workshop showed up. I was also moved by the reverence they demonstrated towards the women during the closing ceremony. It was a very powerful experience for me.
In Cape Town, conference in Nairobi, Chrysalis Academy again.
Shout out to Leela Scott at the Center for the Healing Arts.
And Sarah Flournoy. We organized the workshop in Houston.
And Chrysalis again. Chrysalis is our partner.
Bogota University, at the University in Bogota, Colombia. Mother-daughter workshop, Chrysalis in Cape Town.
We have a partnership with Unity now.
And with Dream a Dream in Bangalore.
And Maher in Pune.
And Boston with Christian leaders. Intro sessions in various places, plus new academic research. So this was research showing the effectiveness of GERI done by Dr. Dunson. And again, our deep gratitude to our supporters and funders who make all this work possible.
Thank you. Thank you. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, what a year. What a year. It's all of you that have made this happen. So yes, applause to everyone. Pats on the back. Woo, we've done it. Great work, everyone. And thank you for showing up. Yes, look at all those emojis going. I don't know if we ever ask you to put where you're calling in from, but do that periodically. Tell us who you are and where you're calling in from in the chat. And then right now we're going to move into just a brief moment to remember those who passed this year. And we've had a few people of the GERI family or connected with us in some form that just we want to give a moment to honor. And we're going to start with
Joanna Macy. So
and
Joanna Macy.
Before you do, let's invite, can we invite Desiree and Lucille up? Does that work, Garrett? But go ahead. Thank you for that interruption.
So Joanna Macy is a colleague. Many of you know who she is. She was a remarkable activist and founded the work that reconnects, and she also, which was originally called Despair and Empowerment, when she was organizing workshops to combat the terror of nuclear war, which is when I first met her in 1984 at Findhorn. And then we started working together on another project called the Nuclear Guardianship Project. So Joanna is deep in our hearts, and she loved the GERI work. She also founded one of the exercises that we particularly use, the Truth Mandala, co-founded that with cellist Glendinning, and we actually adapted that and then got her blessing for that adaptation. So she loved the GERI work.
The quadrant on, or the section on shame is the one we added, and she was so thrilled with that. If you love the Truth Mandala that Joanna brought to us, put a heart emoji, put some sort for it, celebrate, to give her some prayers and love at this time. Everyone needs prayers wherever they are, whether it's on this side or the other.
Do we have the...
We're going to wait on that and move right on over to Lucille.
Thank you. Thank you, Will and Cynthia. I'd like to take a moment on behalf of all of us here in South Africa, and in fact the whole GERI community, to honor Shana Gale Fernandez. She was one of the trainees in our year-long facilitator program. She came to GERI through an online program and loved the work. She was a minister in the Western Cape provincial government, and she said to me, Lucille, advocacy is important, but it's the GERI work we need to eradicate all forms of violence. And so when we met for Module 4, we remembered her and honored her. And I just want to say to the whole GERI family, we have now a powerful ancestor, and we can hear her when the wind blows, and when our hearts feel constricted, we can see her red lips and her yellow clothes. And so we just want to honor her for the work she's done and the work she's going to do with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucille. And we want to just say that we are honoring Chandra Fernandez, and we want to give her her certification as a GERI facilitator.
So we are posthumously certifying Sharna Fernandez as a GERI facilitator because she carried this work so deeply in her heart. And we know that she's now divinely certified, continuing to carry this work forward.
That's right.
from
She's
the
just
other
doing
side.
work on the other side for all of us.
So
So
the very least she needs is our little earthly certificate.
Fabulous. And Will and Cynthia, may I just make one comment? A son said to us, I want to thank all of you that my mom found GERI in the last part of her life. And he said she's created a centerpiece. And when her ashes came, they knew the ashes had to be on the centerpiece. So the family has deep gratitude to all of us here. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that in, Lucille.
thank you.
Mm.
Desiree, I see your tears starting, and mine start too, to bring up our beloved, your beloved brother Derek and our beloved friend.
Thank you. So Derek Anthony Dalmonts is my oldest brother, and he sadly passed on the 1st of August this year after a journey with pancreatic cancer. He was always very moved and inspired by the GERI work as I was doing my work, and I was growing and learning and traveling, and he was always concerned as the big brother about my well-being, but fascinated by this work, and we had endless conversations about that. And tonight, I want to honor him as my brother and as a man, remembering him deeply and fondly for the many hours of conversations that we had, times when he maybe could not sleep, when he was uncomfortable, and we would talk, and I would explain the processes and the activities. So picture me in my kitchen, putting together the truth mandala with the elements to explain to him what they meant. And I would share some examples from my life, a few of them that he did not know about. And then a few hours later, or maybe a few days later, he would say to me, sis, I've been thinking about those elements. And that would start another deep sharing and deep conversation about this work. And so whilst he physically could not attend a GERI workshop, he was with me all the way in all the work, and very deeply held by all the training cohorts, because I shared about him, in the GERI beloved community. So holding his soul with deep, deep tenderness and love as he continues to journey alongside me and us in this work. Thank you.
Thank you, Des.
Thank you, Des.
They are still with us. And we want to complete this moment, this time, with a person who is deeply in our heart, Andrea Gibson. She's a poet. They are a poet. She goes by she, they.
And she says she's beyond pronouns. They
move beyond pronouns in the process of their cancer journey. And her life was taken from this planet recently. And we just want to close with Andrea. Will and I were keynote speakers with her, and they just changed our lives so much. And their poetry is part of GERI, and what they spoke about is part of GERI. And so to close it, we have a short, very short little piece of reminder of the preciousness of life.
Here's something that's surprised me the last few years. So, loving my life has not made me more afraid to lose my life. It's made me far less afraid. The love I have for life feels like it is the bridge between this realm and the next. Cherishing my human existence is what taught me that I am eternal. I think probably because to cherish the moment I'm in, to cherish the moment I'm in this world right now, is cherishing eternity. I think cherishing a moment is cherishing eternity. I explain it like this. So, you know how some people fall in love and they say, I could die right now. The first time I fell in love with life, I felt the same. And I think it's counterintuitive a little bit, because we think, the higher we are, the more the fall is going to hurt. But really, the happier I am, the more awake and alive and at peace I am, and just in love with life. The more in love with life I am, the more everything feels doable. Even the things that felt just completely not doable before.
So may we all remember the preciousness of life. May we all wake up, as Myra Kine says, wake up each day with gratitude because we woke up and we have breath, and bring that joy in.
And if we fully inhabit these moments of our earthly existence, we are cherishing the eternal.
That's right. So thank you, friends. We now have some new music to play. Bring it on, Garrett. Let's move our body, get the groove on, and celebrate our new GERI graduate.
Yay!
Let's do a little dance, Garrett. Let's take that slide off and see this community move. Come on. That's right. And remove that slide. I want to see these shining faces. I guess we can't remove that slide, so you're just going to have to look around and move it around and look at Will and me. But we're going to bring Des up again. Sorry about that. We know you're out there. We're moving our little screen, and we are watching you. We're seeing your faces. So over to you, Des, to just bring us into that. Before we do, though, I just want to say Will and I are so excited about this new cohort. And throughout the training and each module, the year-long training, we were so blessed and so privileged that you would bring us in on Zoom to speak with the new trainees. And we can't wait to meet you in person.
That's right.
We are coming, and we are going to have that happen.
So anyway, we just honor all the new graduates who've just gone through the year-long certification training, and we've heard such glowing reports from Cape Town about this particular group. So a deep bow to each one of you for giving a year of your life, or at least a 1/12 of a year of your life, to this training program.
Over to you, Des. Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. What a journey. What an absolute beautiful journey to have graduated nine trainees, some from South Africa and from Namibia. And I was going to talk to you about the modules and what it covers, but I'm not going to do that. What I do want to share with you, which is goosebump stuff. When we printed the certificates for our graduation ceremony, we printed one blank one that we all signed, and we kept it with them. And so how beautiful, Will and Cynthia, to have honored Shana. We have woven her throughout the training. And so she is absolutely one of our present with our cohort. So beautiful. So the training is a year long, 4 modules, deep work, and we just want to honor and celebrate and uplift the trainees let me correct myself, graduates, our intern facilitators now, for this journey that they have gone, immersing into their personal process, and then as well as learning to the practice facilitation and other aspects of facilitation in this very powerful and unique facilitator training program. So again, at the end of module 1, the cohort became the love warriors. And that's how they hold each other and everyone and the community. So to the love warriors, congratulations again for crossing this threshold into the next phase of your GERI facilitator journey. Halala, love warriors, halala. Also, big appreciation to the facilitation team, the training team, alongside Garrett and myself, Lucille, Tristan, Laurie, and Antonia, and the wonderful guest trainers that we had, Judy Becker, Dorothea Hendricks, and Selena Palm as well. So congratulations again to all of you. Thank you so much. And now I am very pleased to invite our new graduates.
Because of you, I'm able to dig deep, and I'm able to see myself in all the different spaces.
The seed they have planted is now starting to germinate, and mine is to keep nourishing that seed.
Say thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you can hear my voice. I found my voice.
And because of you, I'm sensitive to my own trauma. Thank you for helping me to heal me.
They are so radiant, so inspiring, and so gentle.
I think Lucille's love for people, I think just her real love.
I just think with if you're deep listening, your body is also deep listening. And I think they really cultivate presence and community so they can take you away.
The facilitation was just extraordinary.
So energetically, what they create for us and what they give for us is so beautiful and big and powerful.
I see you, and I want to thank you, and I want to celebrate you for being the people that you are in the world.
Thank you for making us grow and learn. Your magazines were really awesome.
It was a phenomenal journey. I've been deeply impacted, deeply shifted. I found my tribe.
You know, Lottie has the ability to draw you in with his eyes. Yeah? And when he draws you in, you see him down deep into his core, and you see his humanness.
Oh, those guys, they were made for that. They're gifted, and it's their mission.
Thank you so much for allowing me to live my most authentic and joyful self. I am eternally grateful.
But I remember the one true lesson is just being still.
I will always be grateful because you put the tools in my hand.
The spider woman
When I think of Tristan, what comes to mind is a gentle yet serious person. It is a beautiful soul. I'm very glad to be partnered with him as my mentor.
I remember Lucille's soft voice, that calm voice, you know the way they go on. So they really influenced my life, and they're just very good.
and I think all is well. Maybe sure they can see all the nice guys.
Exactly.
I hope you enjoy more talking.
Oh my
So-
God, shush me.
No,
Yeah, I just want to go straight into the Kelly Clarkson.
Whoa.
Who?
GERI.
What word? Marvelous.
Peace.
Kindness.
I love and adore all of you.
Even when I go home, I remember soft gaze, the word of soft gaze in my mind all the time.
I thank you for seeing me and for hearing me.
I see a visible soul that wants everybody's voices to be heard. May you grow a long life, Tristan.
inside, deep inside, we all are the same, and we all are deserving of dignity, compassion, love.
Yahuwah sent you to me. And I will love you.
And now, dear friends, we have a beautiful surprise for you. We are very delighted to introduce a man with many talents, and some which we are discovering as we're going along. The one, the only Fabrizio Paluzzi from Pescara in Italy.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So beautiful to be here with all of you. Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. How do you do? This is a rap from me to you. Okay, thank you. Sorry, but I need to hear the music. And so on, Jerry people in the house. Yeah.
Purchase your tracks.
Rhythm in the bloodstream still like a heartbeat. Stepping on a time where justice and the soul meet. Once made of stardust, spirit in the framework. Then there is a destiny, we rise above the same part. Witness in the shadows, judgments heavy on the spine. People shaped by bias like a script they didn't sign. But I need to flip the notion, let the truth illuminate. Friend is never generated. With intention, cut through the light, punk in the background, truth in our eyes. Hands to the ceiling, break every cage. Equality is the anthem we rewrite. Hey, balance on the beat, let the world realize. Every soul sacred, body and mind. No more division, this time we define the future where injustice by. Talk about sexuality, raw, complex, divine. Not a weapon, not a label, just a pathway we design. Spirit in the center, love in every kind of form. No permission for human. Still the system grows by, makes borders in our heads. Turn a fiction into champagne's our stories read. But we dance against oppression, never fall. Because every truth is valid and every earth can liberate. Move with patience, cut through the lie. Punk in the background, truth in our eyes. Hand to the ceiling, break every cage. Equality is the anthem we rewrite the page. Balance on the beat, let the world realign. Every soul is sacred, body and mind. No more division, this time we define a future where justice and freedom combine. Bruises on a woman, scars hidden on a man. Pain is universal, is the cycle we must bear. Violence is the poison that corrodes from inside out. And silence is the ally that keeps feeding every time. But healing is the language, and we all can learn the tone. Compassion is the megaphone which takes a broken bone. So we stand for every tear that never spoke, break the chance of suffering. One plus some, third did some. Truth so loud you can't stop something. Unity rising like a joy on fire. Equality will never expire.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fabrizio.
Fabrizio, beautiful.
Thank you, Fabrizio. Grazie. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you to the CEO of the Chrysalis Academy, one of GERI's partners. And we're so excited to have the CEO with us, Janine Turner. Welcome, Janine. Our deepest condolences on the passing of your uncle. Our hearts are with you. So happy that you could be with us. Over to you. Can you hear us, Janine?
Thank you, Lucille. Can you hear me?
We can
Thank
hear
you
you
so
beautifully.
much. Thank you so much for that heartfelt introduction, and allow me to start off with just saying gratitude to the GERI community, and thank you so much for this opportunity to share some highlights with all of you. I am incredibly grateful to be sharing on behalf of the Chrysalis Academy, based in Turkey, Cape Town, South Africa. I am here in a circle with all of my GERI colleagues, which is so absolutely beautiful. And I wish to acknowledge all of them, recent certified facilitators on the line. On our call, we also have Janine Peterson, Brendan Alois, we have Asimashli Mtwesi, we also have Nix Mongameli. So those are 4 GERI Chrysalis Academy colleagues who are now GERI facilitators. And then also we have associates of Chrysalis Academy. We have Mark on the line. We've got Patsy. We have Earl. We have Anele. We also have Leonard. Yashina is a friend of the Academy. As I don't know if Zuki's online from here beyond. So I am just so incredibly grateful that we have this full Chrysalis team, because Chrysalis really is GERI. Our work is about leading the vision of GERI. Our work with youth, our work with parents is all about healing, personal healing, intergenerational healing, growth, love, and transformation. So 2025 has been such a year of transformation and growth. And of course, what better way to experience that than by having more facilitators of this important work. It's been a year of growth. It's been a year of celebration. It's been a year of transition as well, with Lucille, Dr. Lucille Meyer leaving us, but of course still very much part of the family. And I just want to share a few highlights. We will be showing a short slideshow as well, Garrett, if I'm correct. But we've continued our work with youth this year, working with 3 groups of young men and young women. We've done work, we've intensified our intergenerational work. One of the biggest lessons we've learned there is that we need a lot more pre-support and post-support to all of the participants. And this has been so incredibly heartwarming to see not just young people speaking to each other, but fathers and sons speaking to each other, mothers and daughters speaking to each other. And it's just about the possibility. It's about hope. It's about stepping into a different way of being within families. And that has been incredibly beautiful. So there are a few pics of the work. As you can see, we do things in large groups at the Academy. We have roughly 220 students at a time. And our fathers and sons, our mothers and daughters, we've had between 50 and 65 fathers and mothers arriving and registering for our workshop. So it is incredibly, it's an indication that more and more of this work and these safe spaces are needed. So that's some of our work with our young people, the youth in our care at Chrysalis Academy. This year has also been one, it's our 25th year. So this year we celebrated 25 years of excellence in youth development, and we did so in a number of ways, but one particularly beautiful one was a book, and this book includes a chapter on our work on gender healing with contributions from Judy Becker, Laurie Gaum, Pro, Zulani Kolile Pro, also from Tuli Mbete and Ruben Pitt as well. And so it's been wonderful that we could acknowledge GERI's contribution to our 25 years, or our learnings over the 25 years, but the past 13 years in particular, I think it is, or since the year 2013 rather. So it's been wonderful to have the GERI family form part of our celebrations this year, and just recognizing the importance of gender healing in youth work. And I think lastly, I wish to share that this year, we also celebrated Dr. Lucille Meyer and her achievements, not only at Chrysalis Academy, but also within the gender sector, within the sector that contributes towards unity, reconciliation, and healing. And in May this year, she was awarded the Jaap Durant Denise Ackerman Award for Unity, Justice and Reconciliation for her work with youth and for her work in the space of gender healing. So I just wish to end off with acknowledging that important part of the Chrysalis legacy and the GERI legacy as well. And we certainly do strive to continue deepening this work alongside this beautiful, beautiful GERI community. I think that is it from my side. I know many of my colleagues would wish to come in and share, but I'm hoping we can just add some comments in the chat. But from my side, that is it in terms of some of the highlights. There are so many to share, but just some of the highlights from this year. I think just in conclusion, deep, deep gratitude to GERI, to Gender Works, just on a personal level, deep gratitude to the BIPOC team as well. I participated in that online course this year, and it was beautiful to be guided and supported, and to recognize the importance of unlayering and the multiplicity of one's being. So thank you so much, and deep love from the Chrysalis Academy.
Thank you, Janine.
Thank you, Janine. What a beautiful report.
We just love our partnership with Chrysalis. So you are doing profound work, and we feel so blessed and privileged again to be able to work together.
Truly, it's such a pioneering project, and it's such a privilege to be incorporating GERI with your powerful leadership work and youth development.
And I love that we had Lucille, the past CEO of Chrysalis, just retired, introduce you, the new CEO. So may that legacy just continue. We are going to move to Mangesh now because we need some movement. We're gonna dance. So Mangesh, you
Take it
are
away.
up. Get us going. We're gonna spotlight you, get the music going, and everyone rise up. Let's put Mangesh on spotlight, and then we want to move into seeing some of the community. So Garrett, move us back and forth. Here we go.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I always call it's ABCD. Anybody can dance. Like anybody all over the world. So no hesitation, no tension. Everybody just stand up if you feel on your feet, or just be wherever you are. And the music gonna start, and then we're gonna move with the body, move with the hearts. Now look at this.
आज तू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार तो मेरी बीच किस्मत हो तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ the beach तो मेरी किस्मत होगी तेरी तूने ये बात न मानी सनसेट का टाइम हो ठंडी ठंडी रेत हो लेट्स गो टू पार्टी यार मुझसे ना अब वेट हो म्यूजिक चला दो शुरू करो गाड़ी हो गई दे बोतल पिला दो मुझको बस फिर यार I don't care आज ब्लू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार फोटो मेरी खींच टूटी किस्मत होगी तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी आज ब्लू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार फोटो मेरी खींच टूटी किस्मत होगी तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी तेरा प्यार It's all I need Oh मेरे यार एक तू हूँ मैं हूँ और सी साइड पे पानी का शोर आजा मेरी बाहों में Girl what you waiting for तुझको मैं लेके चलूं फिर प्यारी सी यॉट पे हो जाएंगे हम कली नली बुक के शॉट पे तू है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार फोटो मेरी खींच टूटी किस्मत होगी तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी आज भी है पानी 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 और तुम भी सानी 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 आ जाओ on the beach यार फोटो मेरी खींच टूटी किस्मत होगी तेरी कर तूने ये बात न मानी
Now hug yourself and say, I love you, myself.
I love you.
We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think-
And Mangesh is one of our trainers now in India, bringing the work to Mahed and India. So thank you. We've got the team coming up momentarily. Thank you for getting us moving.
That was great.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. It's an honor.
Dhanyavad, Mangesh.
Dhanyavad, dhanyavad.
All right, I think we need Des up next. So let us bring her back on to introduce the next group.
Thank you so much, Mangesh, and everybody. It was lovely to see everybody moving and dancing. So we want to welcome Ansar and Vijaya Lakshmi, and we'd love to hear very briefly about the work in India, and then we will have two of our intern facilitators also joining us to share. So welcome, Ansar and Vijaya Lakshmi. Ansar, please do go ahead and share about the work in India and the themes about gender and sexuality, and that participants had shared. Briefly, what comes to heart for you?
Thank you so much, Des, and thank you everybody just being here and bringing this gala live. So it's an honor to represent GERI India at this global gathering. Over the past phase, India journey with GERI has been one of a deep learning and international growth for us. And after I think completing 4 intense modules where Garrett, Des, myself, Vijay, and Ganga, Mangesh, who are holding the space. We are now at the place where the work is beginning to take root in people, just not just in the plants, but definitely in the people. One of our most meaningful milestone has been building a diverse facilitation collective across India. What is something what we are aiming for, and today we have facilitators working in English, Hindi, Kannada, and Telugu, enabling conversations on gender equity to happening in languages that people truly live and feel in. That's what right now in India. This actually growth has been slow and conscious for all of us in India, choosing depth over speed and integrity over scale. In the past year, we have begun taking this work uh, into organizations, completing 3 full workshops along with testers that are opening doors for deeper engagement. As I stand here today, I do so as the GERI India head, holding a clear intention to strengthen our facilitation base, expand through thoughtfully, and remain deeply rooted in GERI values. India is vast and complex, but the need is real and the commitment is strong. Thank you for the trust, the learning, and the shared vision of more gender healing work. Yeah, that's myself. And yeah, over to Vijaya.
Namaste to all. I really love and I'm honored to be here in this my beautiful, beautiful Jerry World home. It's a lovely home. I always feel a home because Jerry is the very close to my heart always, and heart beats for Jerry, the process and the transformation that brings in every person's life, especially me as a trainer. I feel I'm blessed and chosen to do this kind of work, this beautiful work, which has refined myself day by day in my process and in my being, and looking the world in the broader sense with complete love and surrenderness. And especially I love the safe space that we create in gender equity workshops, where I could see the transformation of each and every trainees who come in the process and um, go out so lightly, and they thank themselves. They start loving themselves. That kind of transformation is seen in every participant that we see. And that makes me so happy and blessed and chosen to be in this world and be in this home of Jerry. And I would like really to thank Des, Will, Cynthia, and Garrett for holding me every time and uplifting my self, my inner self. Always they are there with me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for giving this space for me and honoring me to be in this platform. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you both, Ansar and Vijaya Lakshmi, for your words. I now want to invite Yashaswini to please join us to just very briefly, in 1 minute, Yashaswini, just share what this journey, what this GERI work has meant and is meaning for you.
Yes, thank you, Des. My journey with Jerry began when Ansa introduced me to an online BIPOC session, and later through the year-long facilitator training, which I would say is a truly life-changing experience for me, which allowed me to bring my vulnerabilities forward and work on my own conflicts around gender and listen deeply to the experiences of people across gender. And this helped me realize that the pain is universal and it is always that our conditioning teaches how to separate it. Jerry work has laid a strong foundation for me to understand myself better and to meet people with a lot of openness and care. Right after my facilitator immersion training, through my internship journey, I have co-facilitated a few online tasters and also some in-person workshops to the organizations like Samvada and Dream a Dream. What I continue to notice is that when healing happens across genders, it moves touching the other divisions and species as well. Jerry work has always given me the space for grounding. As I heal through this process, it also matters me to hold the same space for each person who meets and heals through in their own way. And I'm deeply grateful for the entire Jerry community for giving me this opportunity and offering this space, and also to answer for the vision, for his vision of growing this work across India. I'm immensely grateful that I'm contributing to this journey. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much to the colleagues and friends of the GERI work in India. Thank you very, very much. That was beautiful. And now we are going to shift continents, and we're going to invite you to just sit back and hear a little bit from some of the new intern facilitators about the GERI work happening in Kenya. And we want to invite Emmanuel, Epa, and Joyce and Jeru to please join us to just very briefly, 1 minute each, just to briefly share what has stood out for you in your work and experience in the GERI work so far. Joyce, you can start, and then Emmanuel.
Thank you so much, Dave. And I must say thank you so much to Cynthia and Briggs, and to Cynthia and Will for the amazing work they have introduced to the world, together with the amazing GERI facilitators. I must say I feel really privileged this evening to be part of this amazing gala. And what stands out for me in GERI is I can actually talk the whole day about GERI, but in the interest of time, I'll pick out on a few key highlights. One of it is I must share the attachment that I have with the centerpiece. Des knows this. I really get excited every time I see it, be it online, be it physical centerpiece. It really excites me because it gets me back to the first time I interacted with GERI during the Mondi one. And for me, a centerpiece is like a very sacred space, because every time I see a centerpiece, be it be on the Facebook page, be it be online, wherever it is, I always remember that centerpiece is the one that gave me the peace to share my stories, my gender story, something that I've never done any other time. 2, I want to share about our Western Kenya experience. I must say it was amazing, starting from the mix-up of the participants that I invited. We end participants, young and old. We end the church leaders. We end policemen who are enforcing gender issues in the police stations in Kenya. And that blend of participants was really amazing for me. And I was really excited as a GERI intern, seeing them getting that confidence to open up their gender stories that they have not shared with any other person any other time. And they felt that space was very safe for them, and they could get very vulnerable. And for me, that's a moment that I was really getting excited, and it was a fulfilling moment, seeing like a police woman getting that confidence to share their gender stories. The other thing that really stood out for me as an intern, and I really appreciated, and I really thank GERI work, is the honoring ceremonies. Right from the time I joined Mondi 1, for me, the honoring ceremony could be a very celebratory ceremony, but for me, it has always been a very sacred event that helped me to declare, or rather own up, everything that we've shared. And during one of the Western workshops, one of the male participants, a man around 50 to 55 years, approached me and told me, after the honoring ceremony, in my lifetime, this is the first time I've been given a gift by an opposite gender. And for me, that was really an amazing thing. And at that point, this man felt like it was not just about the gift or the offering that they were giving, but it was about the intention of giving the present. So for me, the honoring ceremony is not only about the celebration, the songs, the happy moments, but for me, it's always it's such a sacred declaration that as a community, we are geared towards having a gender-healed community and a gender-healed world. And again, for GERI, I've always told anyone that I interact with and share about the GERI work, you cannot explain in words exactly what GERI is. You have to experience it. And I really appreciate the one in the certificate and the one in the module training, that it's an immersion. You get like adapted into the GERI work, and that's when you clearly get to understand. And every time I interact with any GERI event, be it online, be it face-to-face, I'm always getting a chance to get my own personal healing journey continued. And that for me is a transformation that I've not experienced it anywhere other than in the GERI work. And for that, I always say GERI has transformed me in ways that not even a single one can explain. It has transformed me as a mother, as a worker. It has made me a better worker. It has made me a better listener. And I pride myself in the fact that I'm able to offer a safe space for others to start their journey of healing. Why? Because you can only give that which you have. And since GERI gave me a space to get the healing, I can also give a safe space for another person to experience this great journey of healing. So thank you so much. And I always say GERI to the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joyce. Emmanuel, over to you to share what is in your heart right now in 1 minute. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Des, for this chance. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Gareth, Cynthia Dream, yes, and every GERI person who have attended this program here with us today. So for me, GERI has been a gradual thing since Module 1 up to the since the Module 1 until the time I went to do my intern at the western part of Kenya. And I've been experiencing things slowly, and I've been seeing things changing my life slowly as it goes by. And because of this, today's gala just mentioned some of the things that really moved me and touched me when we were in the western part of town. It happened that the organizer, which is Teacher Masai, who is not here, and Amina, they happened to create the GERI, one in a city and the other one in a rural part. And in the city part, something that was so insightful is that the majority of people who are present, big people in our community, pastors, counselors, were those people who you can say they are well-run, or some people who know how the society works. And something that they really caught and which moved them was the idea of listening to someone without even trying to console or giving advice. You know, it was something new to them. And the idea that they realized that just listening to someone is enough to heal someone was something that really even opened my eyes and everyone. And we all agree that at times we just don't need to answer people. We just need to be there and just listening to them, because just listening can help someone. That was something really that I observed from Kisumu. And one thing also that moved really me beside that is allow me to mention what really touched me a lot, because the what really touched me was what happened in the rural part of the western part, which was Busia. And I realized in Busia, it's a small community, and obviously village, and people thought they knew each other. But they realized when we were doing the sharing from the beginning until the last day, the third day, people realized they never knew each other. They were just judging people, but in reality, they never knew what they were judging. So the journey that we presented to them was an eye-opening for them to know who they are, to know their neighbor. So for me, I felt like what we brought to Andagose village was like we were showing them a different world that they never knew existed. So for me, just allow me to say thank you, Jerry, for showing me that part as well, because I didn't know as well that that part existed until I knew Jerry. The world of humanity, the world of emotion, and the world of knowing that we don't need to judge and we don't need to advise. Let's just show up and be there for each other. So thank you all for giving me that opportunity to be part of this amazing world. Asante.
Asante, Joyce, and Emmanuel, thank you so much for your sharing.
So Ugo and Sylvia are next. So let's bring Sylvia up, and Ugo is going to introduce us with Sylvia to the Latin America team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ekara, what time is it there?
It is 5:03 a.m. everyone, so nobody
Ekara
else wants
wins
to
that
sleep before me.
Wow.
All right,
Thank
Sylvia.
you, Kara.
All right. We would like to welcome our Latin America team who just recently completed a GERI program in Colombia at the Universidad de La Salle in Villa de Leyva. So welcome, welcome. Let's see who is still here from our team. Natalia, maybe Ignacio. I don't know if Clarice is still here. I know her connection was not very good. She lost power and she texted me earlier. Marco, I know you have to leave soon. I don't know if you're there.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Greetings
Hi.
from Argentina.
There you are. So happy to see you all.
Hello.
We are excited to hear some of your experiences of the GERI work that you did together in Colombia. What were some of the themes and that came up during this workshop, and what touched you? Let's be compassionately brief, extra compassionately brief.
Yes. Yeah, Marco, start.
I can go first.
Yes, you are.
Okay,
Well, we worked, thanks to Natalia who brought us there to Colombia. And the first we made was working with a group of rural women that La Universidad La Salle has been working with. And it was really impressive how much we learned from them. There's a point when I learned that sometimes when you want to help women, you just have to listen. That's it. Not help, not command, not anything. They have a lot of things to show, to share with us. So we have a lot of things to learn from them. And then we work with them. It was really different because of the kind of community we had. Maybe Natalia can share more about this. And we work also with the university, and it was impressive because it was a very short activity. They really gave us back a lot of things. Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. And so I take the leap with explaining a little bit how we made this dream came true, because we wanted to do this workshop like 10 years ago, and finally we had the opportunity to have the funding from a research project at university where I work. This work is about strengthening the capacity building for ecologic resilience, economic empowerment, and gender equity in rural families of a little town in Colombia, where you are all welcome to come. So we wanted to do this, but we faced some challenges because the nature of the lifestyle of the rural women that we were working with, they used to work a lot in their families with the house activities like cooking, preparing the cows, milking cows, feeding the animals and everything. And we couldn't do the 3 days workshop. We did some adjustments. Thanks for the support on that to go to Sylvia, to Cynthia, Will, Desiree, and Garrett, and Cara that really help us to give shape to this program, like it's in adaptation, because these families are not able to spend 3 days completely away from home because they have children, they have many things. So I wanted to present only 10 seconds for the video, the promotional video that we have. I just sent the request to present because I'm really thankful to Marco, to Ignacio, and Clarissa that really wanted to come, and we were able to share. For me, it was a life-changing experience to bring this with the students, with these families. I'm going to please tell me if you are seeing.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Are you listening? No? Well,
No.
I can say these are the women. We are sharing seats because we are working you see, our facilitators from Mexico, Argentina, and Mexico, they were jewels, truly jewels for us. And for me, supporting everything. uh, it's only 10 seconds, but you can taste a little bit the work and the surroundings and the intergenerational participants. We had grandmothers and we have children, granddaughters. I'm going to stop this. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for and the divinity to make this happen because um, now we have the challenge to continue the program, and I hope that we can continue online, maybe with the women. But it was for me a gift to receive you here and to share this moment with you. Thank you.
So I'm next. Hello, everybody. Greetings from Argentina. I just want to share this, that facilitating GERI's work in the rural women in Colombia has been one of the most humbling experiences in my life. In these communities, machismo is not a theory. It is part of the daily life, but through generations, part of the fabric of family roles and expectations. Gender equity is not yet a common language here in Latin America. On those days, walking into the space, I felt a little bit like a Mormon knocking on the doors in a remote village, smiling politely and saying, "Hi, I'd like to talk to you about something you may not have heard of." Except it was not carrying a sacred text. It was an invitation to conversation. As a facilitator, my role was not to teach or to convince, but to hold a space, to listen more than I spoke, and to trust that once certain questions are asked, they cannot be unheard. What surprises me was how quickly curiosity replaced hesitating. There was laughter, sharp insight, and moments of silence, not from discomfort, but from recognition. Something true had been named. GERI's work in the rural community was not about importing solutions or correcting identities. It was an ease about creating safe spaces where women can reflect on their lives, their relationships, and their value, often together and often for the first time. If at moments I felt like Mormon knocking at doors, it was because in much of Latin America, gender equity is still an unfamiliar visitor. And like any visitor, it must be arrived with humility, patience, and why not, some sense of humor. What I learned in Colombia is that this work cannot stop there. It must reach every hillside, every village, every community where women and men are carrying traditions in silence. This is not a loud revolution. It has no banners and no shouting. It is a quiet one, built in circles of trust, shared laughters, and the simple, radical act of being heard. And if this feels like the beginning of a Latin American revolution, it is. One that starts by breaking doors down, by knocking gently again and again until equity becomes a shared language across the world. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Latin America team. Thank you so much. So good to have you. Okay, now we are in for a musical treat. Our dear friend and GERI trainee, Ava Brennan, is joining us, and she's going to gift us with one of her new original songs. Welcome, Ava.
Hello. Thank you, Ugo. It's so good to see you. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I will keep it compassionately brief and shorten this a little bit, but this is a song about feeling more. Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit more of what I wasn't before. I'm thinking a lot to myself, things that I've kept on the shelf come tumbling into my arms, each one a charm, colored candies I can take, each glass in my brain. When the body is in fear, it becomes a deer. When the body is in pain, it's a knot in the chain. When my body is in love, it becomes a dove. Those headlights shone so bright, I couldn't take flight. I'm feeling a little bit more of what I wasn't before. I'm feeling a little bit more of an anger I wasn't before. I'm feeling a little bit more joy that I wasn't before. I'm feeling a little bit more of what I wasn't before. Thank you.
Bravo, Ava. Thank you. We acknowledge that we are at time, and if you need to leave, feel free to go. If you could stay, please stay. We're almost done. LGBTQ sharing is coming up next, and then after that, a brief few announcements, and we're complete.
Yeah, we have one more group, two more groups. So hang in there. We hope to end by past. So
And thank you so much, Ava, for that beautiful song.
So I think we need Tristan up for the. Let's do a stretch while we're waiting for Tristan to come up. Hey, yoga teacher, stretch us.
There he
Stretch
is.
us.
There he is.
Stretch.
Take it away, Tristan.
There's so much good news, Tristan. Let us hear about the good news of the queer community.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. In a moment, I will also invite Kanda and Chili to join me just to share a little bit of the exciting things that has been happening in the LGBTQ plus program.
Tristan, your audio is breaking up. Can you hear us? Yeah.
I think this is much better. I just unplugged. Great. So
Okay,
I
keep
was
going.
saying
Let's
in a
see.
moment I'm going to invite Sikanda and Tuli to join me just to share a little bit about what's been happening this past year in the LGBTQ plus program. And to start us off, for 7 weeks, participants from across the globe, Argentina, Brazil, Costa Rica, USA gathered online for a powerful LGBTQ plus focused GERI journey. And it was particularly special because on May 17th, it was the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, Intersexism, and Transphobia, a strange acronym, IDA Hobbit. And the theme for this event was really the power of community. And we were really fortunate that we were able to be in community on that day, which is really a day observed annually to raise awareness and highlight the ongoing violence and discrimination experienced by LGBTQ plus persons worldwide. So Anda will join and share a person workshop with Northwest University in Mafeking, South Africa. And Mafeking is translated in Tswana as place of rock, which was really a fitting description for the resilient and really brave and courageous souls that were part of that workshop in the form of students and staff. So I would like to invite Sikanda and Tuli to share about these two highlights, and if they could do so in 1 minute each.
Thank you, Tristan. A very good evening from South Africa. During my first online silent witness, I thought, thank goodness I don't have to raise my hand. Being vulnerable with strangers was new to me, but the online space held me gently. That experience helped me later on to face the difficult truth that I had been raped multiple times by different heterosexual men. Saying it out loud to Laura was the first time I fully admitted it to myself. But it was without this LGBTQI online course, I don't think I would have given myself the compassion to begin this painful but yet profoundly beautiful journey. My past experiences with men were marked by violence and harm, but through the GERI community, I experienced something very transformative. For the first time, I genuinely felt kindness of men. After a recent LGBTQ tester, activists actually told me that they never experienced anything like this. And this was in 90 minutes. The Eastern Cape is deeply patriarchal and considered the most homophobic province in South Africa. GERI opening its heart here means more than what I can express. Cynthia and Will, thank you for creating and holding space for the queer community within GERI and for believing that online spaces can still be sacred. Tristan, thank you for leading with such grace and for seeing the light in me before I could even see it for myself. For this, I'm deeply and sincerely grateful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sikanda. Tuli, over to you. 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you, Tristan. I was honored to be part of the LGBTQIA in Mafeking, University of Northwest University in Mafeking. What really touched me was during the Truth Mandala. It really touched my heart. I was deeply moved by the stories that were shared by the participants. We came from homes where they were not accepted for who they are. And many of them, they hope that coming to the university, to the tertiary institution, would bring change and acceptance in their lives. Yet, but they still faced rejection and hatred from other students. So it was really a moment, and especially others that when they were forced to share rooms, residence with other men, of which they were transforming in their lives. But being part of the workshop also brought a sense of feeling and connection for me. It was really beautiful and powerful, a powerful experience to share that meaningful experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you both, Sikanda and Tuli. I also wish to express a great appreciation and gratitude for the team, Laurie, Tuli, Laura, Ignacio, Sikanda, Patsy, Marco, for really feeling your hearts into this year and the beautiful work that has been done. And for our audiences, watch the space for 2026 because we're coming with a storm.
Thank you.
You certainly are. What a team. What a team you've got. And I know they're not all here and present at the gala or couldn't all be here. But thank you, Tristan, and thank you for your leadership.
Absolutely.
You have grown the LGBTQ plus community by leaps and bounds, and it is expanding, man.
It is.
So-
Bring on the storm.
That's right. So we have one more short piece. We can't forget North America and Europe. We know Africa is pretty darn big out there and taking over the world here, but we still are out here and we want to speak a little bit.
All of
So-
Europe and all of the United States can fit inside of Africa.
That's right. You need to see that map. We should have that map up here. So anyway, we want to invite Annette and Sarah and Laura up. Laura is signing on. She had to drop off, but she's coming back. And briefly, we'd like for them to share. We've done workshops around the U.S., Unity at Walnut Creek, which is a partnership, and they are continuing to bring us back. Annette has been on many of their programs now this year. And then we did our second workshop in Houston. And we just finished a workshop in Boston. Those are a few of the places around the US that we were presenting. We also did the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women parallel form, which was a taster that our GERI team showed up for. And I saw Kanika here earlier, and she also is with us. She's the researcher that you saw the slideshow on, that she did research on GERI for her PhD. So let us start off, since we've heard from you, Annette, first. Let us start off with Sarah, and then we'll come back to you, Annette. So Sarah, for a compassionately brief moment, can you share a little bit?
Tell us about GERI Houston.
Yeah, greetings from Texas. We're excited about GERI Texas, and we just had our actually third workshop in Houston this October. What was special about this one is that it was a 4-day workshop. So the participants, and myself included, share a desire for an expanded state of being. And the 4th day was very special because it was breath work. And we were fortunate enough to enjoy breath work as part of the traditional kind of 3-day movement through the GERI workshop. So I just wanted to highlight that as a wonderful part. And then we also, for this October workshop, we were a joyful, kind of funny group. And so I wanted to share that the women in the honoring ceremony for the men sang a song by Bon Jovi. And Bon Jovi is an 80s pop star. And so we sang these words. I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. When you breathe, I want to be the air for you. I'll be there for you. Thank you.
That's great, Sarah.
That
Thank
was
you
great,
so
Sarah.
much.
What a joy.
And we'll be there for you too.
Yeah.
We'll be the air for you too.
Annette, over to you. Tell us about Walnut Creek or any of the workshops you'd also like to bring in.
Yeah, thank you. I'm thinking about this last Walnut Creek workshop last month, where the focus was really opening up an honest cross-gender dialogue around the very sensitive issue of sexual harassment within spiritual community. And it was really heartwarming when things finally got rolling, because it was very difficult to move into this topic. So when the women finally opened, and all opened, because also men also expressed sexual harassment. So it was a realization that it is across genders. But it was just the level of support and caring and holding that was had, for each other. And one highlight for me was in the honoring ceremony. The women made paper airplanes with affirmations for the men. And that was an affirmation of their innocence and that vulnerable part of themselves, that childlike part of themselves. And they actually flew. So the men got to fly the paper airplanes, and also at the same time, it was like an not absolution, but just the women really saying to the men that we know that not all men do these things to women, right? And it was and men just offering their support and love and allyship with the women. And that it's an ongoing healing process, and it's beautiful to see this opening. Yeah.
Thank you, Annette.
Thank you, Annette. So we were going to talk about.
Well, Laura was coming, but she's not making it online for some reason. So maybe you could share a little.
I am here. I am
here you
here.
are. Oh, come and tell us
Okay.
about Boston.
Yeah, we'll have the women speak about all these workshops. Will was there for some of them.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this Boston workshop was a Christian gathering of GERI. And one of the really profound and deeply moving experiences I had was healing a wound that I shared in the group, which is that when I was 13, I was a new Christian and I was so in love with God and God's love, and I wanted to become a minister. And I shared how the leadership in the church told me that women can't be ministers, and felt that grief in the group. And the women held such a profound space for me, saying, "You obviously are a minister." And then in the honoring ceremony, one of the women took a scarf and placed it as a mantle on me. And I felt this such a healing to be able to express that and to have that held by the women. One other thing I'll share that was also stirring that weekend was to hear the men talk about the ways in which they had perpetrated harm and to hear their grief at the harm that they had caused, and to connect with the men in conversation about my own perpetrating of harm against women and against men. GERI was the first place that I really encountered the fact that men have hearts, and realized that in not knowing that, I had treated men as if they didn't have hearts. And it was just, again, a really profoundly healing experience and a connection that I felt across genders that I really have experienced nowhere else. So just deep bow to all of us in this work.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. That's so beautiful, beautifully spoken. And that's a discovery that we often hear in different ways. During that workshop in Boston, we had the women, there's the man box. Maybe you've heard of the man box, how men are basically limited by the social conditioning and they're kind of caged into a box of don't cry and be tough and don't show your emotions and be strong. And all of those kind of strictures that keep men confined. And so the women in their honoring ceremony, they had the men come through the man box and then they liberated us. It was so beautiful. And then it turns out the men in their honoring ceremony, because these are planned simultaneously, the men had created a man box in which they then came and declared their commitment to tear this thing apart and break down these normal ways. And so they had all this big man box they were in, and then they held these scissors, and the men just cut the whole thing to pieces. And so both sides were liberating men from that limited conditioning that is so important, as Bell Hooks wrote so beautifully. She said, boys and young men are forced to self-mutilate parts of their humanity. And if they don't do it to themselves, their peers do it to them. So this is part of the male conditioning that is so incredibly destructive, and one of the ways in which men suffer in this whole system of gender injustice. So breaking free from that and then celebrating together, and for the women and men to each acknowledge how they had hurt one another, that is so profound, because then we come into a deeper level of freedom and liberation and healing. That phrase, "the truth shall set you free," we say the deeper truths shall set us more deeply free. And GERI plays and provides a forum for sharing those deeper truths. So deep gratitude to you, Sarah, and Annette, and Laura for these powerful workshops that we had this year in the United States.
And we had Max Diarman and Micah Reskis on some of these, Julian several men around the U.S. that joined, even though it's mainly the women here. We're going to quickly share that we are in Europe too. We did a workshop in the Czech Republic at Prague, a new partnership there, a new partnership in Spain, in Barcelona. We have our team from Valencia who came up and did some of the work with us there. Fabrizio from Italy is introducing the work at the university there. So much more to come. We're also going to be in the UK next year. So if you're in the UK, let us know. And you want to say any more about that?
Well, just that the work in Europe is actually growing quite substantially. When we were doing the workshop in Italy at Pescara, suddenly the press came in, 2 different TV stations. Fabrizio has invited them without warning. And so they came in with their cameras and everything and then interviewed us. Yeah, they were like, we are the media, get with the program and we're filming you. And they kind of came through and then they interviewed us and filmed the whole thing, which was beautiful. So, and we're getting more invitations in Europe. So anyway, this work is growing there, which is very exciting to us as well.
Ah, what a breath. This is a whole year of GERI. If this is this year of 2025, bring on 2026. We are ready.
It's the storm.
Are going, yeah, the storm.
It's a heart storm.
It's not Will and me, it's we, the whole we of this GERI community. Can you bring Des up with us? I'm not spotlight. I'm looking at all you beautiful faces, but I'm seeing if Des is there. There you are, Des. We want to end Des with the South African team, training team, and interns who are graduates who sang this beautiful song. And so in a moment, if you could tell us just the name and what the meaning of it is. But we also want to give a space for you as the director of training for any final comments with us for this year, going into next year, whatever's on your heart, Des.
Thank you both. Thank you, everyone. Absolute joy, deep gratitude, bubbling excitement for possibilities. Please watch this space. The GERI work is expanding. And so we are very, very delighted that you are there with us. Speak to anyone and everyone who's willing to listen, just a minute even. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to spending a lot more time together in the new year.
Yeah, that's right. We look forward
and to bring us to after the beautiful graduation on Thursday evening, the trainees got together, had a practice session, and then recorded this beautiful song named Zizojika Izinto. And what it means is things will turn around fine. So wherever you are, whatever you're going through, whatever we are going through, please know that things will turn around fine. Please enjoy and move and dance with us as we bring closure to this wonderful time together. Thank you.
Okay, Garrett, do not start that yet. Hang on 1 minute. Take that video off. We need to see Garrett, we realized. Take this mask off of this man, and then we'll do the song. Thank you, Des. That was beautiful. But Garrett, please unveil your thank you. You have to see this man in his suit coat that he went out shopping with Mangesh in India. I understand.
Mangesh.
That's right.
Mangesh finally got him to dress properly.
Wait.
Mangesh is civilizing me.
So good. Oh, you got off quickly. Look at him moving it on. So, Garrett, we just want to honor you, first of all, for the tech support you've given here. You often do things behind the scenes. We all know, and we see you. I see you. And we love you, Garrett, for all that you do. And you haven't had your voice come forward here, really. But the magic of what you do for this community is felt and experienced all the time.
Well, and you, Garrett and Des, have led most of the trainings in the last couple of years. So a deep bow to you both.
Indeed.
And there's so much more that could be said, but thank you.
The transmission is happening through many of us. So we are continuing to transmit this work. And yeah, join us, as Des said. Come, and engage. And so we'll see you on January 10th at the next second Saturday. If you're in the States, we also have a New Year's retreat, the December 27th through January 1st. We will send that out to the whole group. Please join us there if you can. And now, please let us hear these beautiful, beautiful GERI choir. You are a choir of angels from South Africa. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Everyone, how beautiful.
Oh,
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
Ah, unmute. Look at your gorgeous faces. Put this on gallery view if you haven't had it there. Let's say farewell. If you want to put in a chat real quickly what touched your heart, just whatever touched your heart. And maybe many, but choose one just to put in right now. And then unmute yourself and say farewell until we see you next month. Woohoo!
Bye, everyone.
Yes.
Bye.
With you all.
To see you all.
Bye-bye,
See you next
everyone.
month.
Bye.
Lots of
Thank
love.
you.
Holidays
Bye.
and
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
yeah, much love
Happy
to
holidays.
everyone.
The
Love
holiday
you.
season.